Hey guys, it's your girl Exotical Sauce coming back at you with another video, and I just wanted to get on here and discuss the drama between CleoTrapa and Ice Spice really quickly. I don't follow either one of them, honestly. I just caught bits and pieces of Ice Spice over recent years, last couple of years, because I really like the Princess Diana song that she did with Nicki Minaj. And so I've been hearing little things here and there about Ice Spice. But from what I understand about this drama, particularly with CleoTrapa and Ice Spice, is that Ice Spice had a Y2K tour and she invited CleoTrapa last minute to be her opening act for the tour. And she only gave Cleo like a day's notice. And Cleo started not to do it, but then she came along. But Ice Spice invited her, quote unquote, as a friend. So once Cleo agreed to do the tour, she, I guess, packed her bags and joined Ice Spice. But there was some issues along the way during the tour in terms of the accommodations that Ice Spice provided for Cleo, and some cattiness going on. So Cleo basically did a 4 or 5 part video on TikTok describing the conditions of the tour, like the physical conditions and the accommodations or lack thereof that Ice Spice made for her. She did mention the sleeping quarters, like Ice Spice had this great big beautiful room and Cleo was not invited to share the room, or she didn't have her own private room. And Ice Spice was had her security carry her own bags, but did not want the security to carry CleoTrapa's bags. So Cleo had made videos saying that, she felt unwelcome. She felt like she was a part of the help, pretty much. When they finished performing, Ice Spice's security carried Ice Spice's bags and left Cleo's bags there and forced Cleo to have to carry her own bags, even though Cleo did say that, well, if the security needed to be paid extra money to carry my bags, I have no problem paying them. I'm an artist and I don't want to be carrying my own bags when I have like fans asking for like photo ops and autographs and I have these bags in my hand. So it was just a big deal. And, Ice Spice's position is, well, those people work for me, and why would you be expecting the people that work for me to now work for you? And the thing about it is, for me personally, if I were to invite CleoTrapa with me on a tour, I would personally do, whenever I ate, Cleo would eat the same meals. She would sleep in the same have at least the same accommodations. If we didn't share rooms, she would have similar accommodations as I did. If I were sleeping in a large room, then CleoTrapa would have the same accommodations. If I ate steak, CleoTrapa would be eating steak. CleoTrapa would get her makeup done, and her hair done, the same as me if I were Ice Spice. But when it comes to stuff like that, she would get her bags carried the same as me. I would give her the same accommodations because she did invite her as a friend, along on the tour. So I get why Cleo would feel some kind of a way, because she wasn't told that she would have to pay for her own accommodations. She was invited as a quote unquote friend, and she would expect her friend to look out for her, which I can understand from Cleo's perspective. But then, Ice Spice is also saying Ice Spice's position is, well, I gave you an opportunity and you certainly jumped on that opportunity in a day's notice and came along with me on the tour. It's not like you got nothing out of it. You got exposure. More and more people are giving CleoTrapa more, like playing her songs, and she's getting more exposure due to this whole situation. So already from my past observations of Ice Spice and how Ice Spice moves, I kind of thought of her as being like somewhat of a opportunist a little bit, and just kind of playing that industry game, because I'm not in the industry. I don't understand the mindset of industry people. to me, I'm guessing that it's like a business-centered mindset. And having a business-centered mindset, you have to understand that friendship is friendship and business is business, and knowing how to separate the two from, like, separate one from the other. And it seems like CleoTrapa, even though she was not given the same accommodations as Ice Spice was, she's not really separating her feelings from her business mind. It's like she's emotional. And in a male-dominated genre of music, a lot of male rappers back in the day would criticize female rappers as not being able to take care of business or collab properly because women are too emotional. We get triggered too fast and too easily over small shit. And CleoTrapa spent I don't know how much time making 5 videos complaining about steak dinners, chicken salads, and not being able to have security carry her bags for her, and not looking at the bigger picture. Hey, look, I got exposure. I was an opening act. This is my very first tour that I've ever had before. I'm an independent artist, and I got mad exposure, and now people are downloading my music and listening to me, and now people like know who CleoTrapa is because of this whole ordeal. Whether the experience was good or bad, attention is attention. Both of them are receiving attention. Good attention or bad attention, attention is still attention, and exposure is still exposure. So it's bad attention is better than no attention at all. So at least people are watching, people are listening to different, making different videos with different perspectives on it. There's, stories being made about it. People are talking about it. So Cleo definitely is getting something out of it. And Exotical Epiphany made a really good video about this whole situation, basically describing, like, in the industry there really is no friends for real, that they're not really friends for real. This was more or less a business transaction, and it seems like Cleo is a little bit too much like in her feelings, really, which takes me back to the point I was making about the male rappers criticizing women, because like you're ready to like fall out over a whole, like you're ready to fall out and lose an entire like opportunity or business relationship with Ice Spice over some bullshit about a steak dinner. Because Cleo did say that once she complained to Ice Spice about her bags not being carried, she said Ice Spice was giving her the cold shoulder after that, and she said, okay, well, I'm just gonna make the most out of it and I see what it is. But in reality, I really don't think Cleo really saw what it was. Cleo didn't see it for what it was. Cleo saw it as, well, this girl not really my friend and blah 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 blah. But actual way, she should have viewed it as, oh, okay, well, I see we on these kinds of terms. Let me just use this shit for the best, for what I can make of it, and then play nice and give her the same energy. And I am getting exposure, and I'm gonna use this for an opportunity for exposure and make the most out of it. I'm gonna perform, I'm gonna carry my own bags, I'm gonna eat McDonald's, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do, because at the end of the day, it's furthering my career. And when all this is said and done, I'm gonna play nice, I'm gonna be fake just like you are. I'm gonna be like, yeah, girl, that was a great tour, thank you so much for bringing me, and keep my feelings to myself and not say shit. And then next time he invites me somewhere else, because Cleo had already peeped that, well, Ice Spice doesn't like to be criticized, she doesn't like to be told shit. So, well, if you don't like to be told anything, you got the upper hand, you're the bigger artist. I'm just out here trying to find exposure. I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just gonna play the game just like you're playing the game. I'm gonna learn the game just like you learned the game. But going back to my point, Ice Spice has been beefing with Lotto over dumb shit. She was supposed to sign with Nicki, as far as what I understand, on her Heavy On It label, and she did not. And she started collabing with Nicki's known enemy, Cardi B. But when Ice Spice was beefing with Lotto, nobody called Ice Spice a colorist. And now they seem to be saying stuff about, like, Ice Spice's complexion is the reason why she's being a diva, and she's a colorist and things like that's the kind of stuff I don't like. I think that's crazy. Her skin tone has nothing to do with her being a diva. I think that Ice Spice was kind of like, saying like, well, I'm the bigger artist, and trying to show Cleo in multiple ways. I'm still the bigger artist. These are my people. They work for me. So she was kind of flexing on Cleo just a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you can definitely tell that that's what was going on. And for the most part, that was just females being females. That was just a bunch of catty ass bullshit. And CleoTrapa is a damn fool to sit here and be in her feelings about some cattiness. Because if you are really hungry for an opportunity for exposure and for people to download your music, and you're ambitious and you want it, like you want the fame really, really badly, you want to expand your fan base, roll with the punches, baby. Take whatever you carry on bag. Eat McDonald's. Don't eat at all. Shit, I wouldn't care at this point, because she hand delivered a gift wrapped opportunity for you to open for her. And at the end of the day, Cleo got way more out of it than Ice Spice did, because at the end of the day, now she throwing dirt on Ice Spice's name. And for what? Like, for people who say, well, oh, is she supposed to kiss her ass and blah, blah, blah? Yeah, in a way. Same way you do when you go get that corporate job and they tell you they don't want you wearing your natural hair, and you go buy wigs and weaves and everything to cover it up. Ain't you playing the game to get that bag? Yeah, she's supposed to kind of, play the game a little bit. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, the game, not the game, the bag is the end goal. Otherwise, what are you doing? What's the whole point of you having a rap career? Otherwise, go somewhere and work at Walmart somewhere. Go work at a gas station or a grocery store. Because, like, what are you in the industry for if you don't know how to play the game and get out your feelings? You a grown-ass woman still, like, literally sitting up on TikTok complaining because Ice Spice is boring and she didn't want to play Uno and she didn't want to do TikToks. And Ice Spice out here grinding. And you talking about a damn TikTok and playing Uno. And how you was having to go out and sleep at the Best Western. Like, girl, be for real. Most independent artists will kill for an opportunity like that. You are up close and personal with Ice Spice, who is up close and personal with real contacts that can really catapult your career into, like, stardom. And you complaining about a chicken dinner and a TikTok instead of being on your grind. Get the hell up out your feelings, girl, for real. Like I said, Ice Spice was kind of moving a little funny, so most likely, if Ice Spice did fall as an artist, it wouldn't be because of this drama. It would be because of how she moves in terms of, like, how she treats other, like, bigger artists, like how she treats Nicki Minaj, or how she treated Nicki Minaj or something like that. It wouldn't be because of CleoTrapa. I mean, like, in my opinion, I don't believe so. So, I mean, if she were to, like, fall, or if her career ever was in decline, it would be because of other things prior to this. But to get up on TikTok and label this girl as a colorist and saying that the bus looked like a slave ship, I don't know. That was taking it a little bit too far. And you have to understand that other people in the industry are also looking at this too, and are going to side-eye CleoTrapa way for being ungrateful and too entitled. Because I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. I feel like it was just a bunch of hot air, and she really did not need to make those TikToks. That was just dumbass bullshit. But I don't know. Anyway, that's my take on it. You guys can get in the comments and let me know how you feel and what you think, and I will see you guys next time.